The Northrop F-20 Tigershark is remembered as one of the most remarkable fighter jets that never entered large-scale production. Developed in the late Cold War period, the F-20 was envisioned as an affordable, lightweight, and highly capable fighter aircraft that could be exported to America's allies around the globe. Northrop, the American aerospace company behind the legendary F-5 Freedom Fighter and Tiger II, took the proven F-5 design and transformed it into a machine that could rival more expensive aircraft like the F-16 Fighting Falcon and even challenge heavier fighters like the F-15 Eagle. The project was ambitious, aiming to blend affordability, high performance, and ease of maintenance into a single platform that smaller nations could purchase and operate without the overwhelming cost of cutting-edge American jets. The F-20 Tigershark first took to the skies on August 30, 1982, and immediately demonstrated impressive capabilities. It was powered by a single General Electric F404 engine, the same family of engines later used in the F/A-18 Hornet, which gave the aircraft remarkable thrust and reliability. With this engine, the Tigershark could achieve speeds up to Mach 2, making it a true supersonic fighter capable of standing alongside the best of its era. Unlike many other jets that required long warm-up and preparation times, the F-20 was designed for rapid response, able to scramble in less than a minute. This feature made it extremely attractive to countries worried about sudden attacks or needing quick interception. In terms of avionics and electronics, the F-20 was a generation ahead of the F-5 from which it evolved. It carried advanced radar capable of detecting and engaging multiple targets simultaneously, something crucial in modern air combat. It was equipped with beyond visual range missile capability, a huge improvement over the F-5, which had mostly been limited to short-range dogfighting. The F-20's radar and avionics suite were designed to rival those of the F-16 while being easier to maintain and operate. Pilots trained on the F-5 could transition to the Tigershark with relative ease, as the cockpit design and flight characteristics were made familiar to operators of the older jet. Yet, at the same time, the F-20 gave them vastly superior combat power, bridging the gap between affordability and cutting-edge performance. The armament of the F-20 was also versatile. It carried a 20mm M39 cannon for close-range dogfighting and could be armed with an array of air-to-air missiles including the AIM-9 Sidewinder and AIM-7 Sparrow. It could also carry air-to-ground weapons such as rockets, bombs, and precision-guided munitions. This made it a true multirole fighter, capable of both air superiority and ground attack missions. The jet had 7 hardpoints for weapons, giving it the ability to adapt to different mission profiles depending on the needs of the operator. Combined with its radar and avionics, the Tigershark would have given smaller nations the ability to conduct modern air combat without needing the massive budgets required for F-15s or even large numbers of F-16s. What made the F-20 particularly special was its ease of maintenance and low operating costs. Northrop designed the aircraft so that it required far fewer ground crew hours per flight than contemporary fighters. This was a critical selling point for many potential customers. For nations with limited budgets, acquiring modern fighters was only part of the challenge. The much greater burden was maintaining and operating them day after day, training pilots, and keeping them combat ready. The F-20 was designed to be highly reliable and easy to service, even in less advanced facilities, which gave it a huge advantage on paper over the F-16 and other contemporary aircraft. Despite all these qualities, the F-20 Tigershark failed to secure mass production orders. One of the main reasons was political. The U.S. government had already invested heavily in the F-16 Fighting Falcon and wanted to promote it as the standard lightweight fighter for allies. Selling the F-20 would have created competition with the F-16, something the Pentagon and U.S. Air Force did not want. Moreover, the American government at the time was reluctant to export an aircraft that carried such advanced avionics and beyond visual range capability to certain nations, fearing the spread of too much technological power. As a result, even though many countries expressed interest, the Tigershark never received the political backing needed for large contracts. Tragically, the program also suffered from accidents that damaged its reputation. Of the 3 prototypes built, 2 were lost in crashes during test and demonstration flights. Although the crashes were not due to design flaws but rather pilot disorientation and other issues, the losses cast a shadow over the project. The aircraft's chances of survival were further reduced by the strong lobbying power of other companies and the U.S. government's focus on the F-16. Potential customers, seeing the lack of American support, were hesitant to commit, and gradually the Tigershark project faded into history. Despite its cancellation, the F-20 Tigershark left behind a legacy as one of the greatest, what could have been, aircraft in aviation history. Many experts believe that if it had been adopted, it would have given smaller nations a highly capable and affordable option, filling a gap in the market. Its advanced avionics, low maintenance requirements, and superb performance made it far ahead of its time. Some aviation historians even argue that the Tigershark was a better overall package for many nations than the F-16, but politics and timing prevented it from finding success. The lessons learned from the program influenced later aircraft designs, and the General Electric F404 engine that powered it went on to become a key component in other successful fighters. The story of the F-20 Tigershark is not just about an aircraft, but about the complex interplay of technology, politics, and economics in military aviation. It showed that having a great aircraft on its own is not enough. Support from governments, defense policies, and global strategy play equally important roles. The Tigershark may never have entered full service, but it remains a symbol of what Northrop was capable of achieving and a reminder of how innovation can sometimes be sidelined by larger political decisions. To this day, aviation enthusiasts, military historians, and pilots look at the F-20 as a lost opportunity, a fighter that could have reshaped the balance of air power for many nations if only it had been given the chance.